We are today going to discuss squaring any number technique. So I will just take examples and explain. 21 square, yeah, just go through what I have written there in the top as a formula. Maybe you will get an idea. Just try it and try to find these values. Many of you may already know 21 square, 22 square, 23 square, 24 square, but I am just giving you this just to give you an idea how this method works. All of you try 30 seconds I am giving. By that time I will just check this audio issue can be rectified somehow. If there is any, I will just check once again. And why this method is needed? Because if you just do with your traditional method of squaring, that is like multiplying numbers, that will take too much time in competitive exams. That is why we need this method of squaring. So I will just start explaining with 21 square. Just 1 second. Okay, so now we will explain. Okay, the audio issue is fine now, I guess. So here, many of you got the idea already, I guess. To find squares of any number, we are just using a very small idea. N minus d into n plus d square. N minus d into n plus d square means, for example, if it is 21 square means what? 21 into 21 now. But 21 into 21 is time consuming. That is why instead of doing 21 into 21, to multiply with 21 it is difficult. So we are making 21 as 20. So you reduced 1. You reduced 1 means in the next number you have to add back that 1. Very simple idea. Instead of multiplying 21 into 21, you are doing 20 into 22. Are you all understanding 20 into 22 idea? 20 into 22 you are doing. And after that, 20 into 22 plus whatever you added and subtracted, that should be done as a compensation, square of that. 1 you subtracted here, 1 you added here. So 1 square should be added like this. Now you may be thinking that how that will work. That I will show you the proof why this will work always. Now the good thing about this method is 20 into 22 is easy to multiply than 21 into 21. 20 into 22 is what? 22 double 44. Attaching a 0, 440. 440 plus 1, 441 will be the answer. Are you all understanding this? Practice only you will understand that this is less time consuming method. So I will show you one more example. If it is 22 square is 22 into 22 now. The first 22 you are making 20 by subtracting 2. Second 22 you are adding a 2 because you subtracted a 2 from the first 22. So to the second 22, because 22 into 22 is 22 square. Second 22 you are adding that 2. So it is becoming 24. So 20 into 24 plus 2 you added, 2 you subtracted. So 2 square you have to give us compensation. 2 square is the compensation. So 20 into 24 plus 2 square will be the answer. Easy. 24 double is 48 now. Attaching a 0, 480. 480 plus 4 is 484. As much less steps you can do, that much better it is. So 484 will be the answer. I think that is also clear. Then go for 23 square. 20 into 26. Yeah, I will check the doubts after some time. Otherwise, this checking phone and laptop will be confusing. So 20 into 26 plus 3 square. 20 into 26 plus 3 square, because you subtracted 3, so you add back 3. Plus 3 square as a compensation. 20 into 26 is what? 26 double 52. 520 plus 3 square 9. 529 is the answer. Getting the point? Yes, we can use this for bigger numbers also. I will tell about that. 24 square how to do? 20 into 28 plus 4 square. 20 into 28, 560. 560 plus 16. 560 plus 16 is 576 now. As much less steps as possible try to do. Write it. Even this step also should be avoided after some practice. Now we will go for 31 square. 31 square how to do? 30 into 32, because you subtracted a 1, you added a 1, plus 1 square you do. Whatever you added and subtracted, that square will be the compensation you have to do. 30 into 32 is easy to do because 32 into 3 is 96. 96 attaching a 0, 960. 960 plus 1, 961. I think this much is clear to all of you. Now I will explain why this method is working. The idea is very simple. The formula I have written in the top is the reason why this is working. N square is equal to n minus d. I think all of you are able to read it. N minus d into n plus d square is what I have written here. N minus d into means, for example, if it was 21 square, what we did? 21 minus 1, 20, you made it 20, into 21 plus 1, plus 1 square you did. Now, if you open up the bracket, n minus d into n plus d, you can open up. That is a minus b into a plus b. Na? A square minus b square. Same way you can say this is 21 square minus 1 square. Minus 1 square is there. To cancel that minus 1 square, you are adding a 1 square here. In general, we can say the right hand side of this equation, what you will get, this equation, right hand side, if you open up the bracket, n square minus d square, you will get, we want only n square, na? We want the square of the number. So to cancel that d square, you are adding by d square, so that this d square minus d square cancel. This is the reason why this method works. Yeah, as I told, for the other numbers till 1 to 125, the other techniques I taught you in the last class is better than this. But this method, the best thing is, this can be extended for bigger numbers. For example, okay, before going to bigger numbers, let's practice little bit more. Then we will go for the bigger numbers. For example, 19 square. All of you try 19 square. How to do 19 square? 19 you should relate it to 10 or 20. Definitely you should relate it to 20 because kaki 19 square is 19 into 19. Na? So the first 19 make it 20 by adding a 1. Previously you subtracted, here you are adding. So first number, if you Akash, I will come to that itself. If it is 19, you made it add 1, so 20. So your second number you subtract 1 to make it 18. Plus 1 square because you added and subtracted 1 now. So the compensation should be 1 square itself. 20 into 18 is what? 360. 360 plus 1, 361. That's like 19 into 19 like this. That is time consuming because more steps you have to write there. 18 square, how to do? 18 you made 20 by adding 2. So the next 18, because 18 square is 18 into 18. Next 18 you subtract 2 to make it 16. You added 2, subtracted 2. So the compensation should be 2 square. D square you have to add. What is the distance you are taking? Subtracting and adding. That is called the distance here. Richa, that is not squaring. Na? We are discussing squaring today. We will discuss those kinds of multiplication in another class. We are only discussing about squaring today. So 20 into 16 plus 2 square. 20 into 16 is what? 320. 320 plus 2 square is 324. 17 square, how to do it? 20, you added a 3 to make it 20. So you subtracted 3 from the next 17 because 17 square is 17 into 17. So 20 into 17 subtract a 3, 14. 20 into 14 plus 3 square because you added and subtracted 3. So 20 into 14 is 280. 280 plus 3 square, 289 will be the value. 289. So I think that also is clear. 16 square. Not. Subtracting 2 to make it 16. You added 2, subtracted 2. So the compensation. Okay, I think it is okay. So if it is 16 square, how to do 16 square? You subtracted a 4. 16 is 4 away from 20, so you add a 4, so you subtract a 4 in the next number, plus 4 square you do. 20 into 12 is what? 240. 240 plus 16, 256 will be the answer. If it is 29 square, how to do? 30 into 28 plus 1 square, because you added 1, subtracted 1, so 1 square should be the compensation. 28 into 3, in another class I will teach you how to do multiplication faster. 30 into 3 is 90, so 28 into 3 is 84, so 840 plus 1, 841 will be the answer. I hope all of you are getting the point. Okay, very good, very good. All of you are doing very well and posting the answers very fast. Wonderful. So now we will go for bigger values. Now we just tried with smaller numbers, but I told you for smaller number what I have taught you earlier, that is faster than this. What I have told you earlier means, last class we discussed about squaring numbers near to 10, n plus d comma d square idea. Squaring numbers near to 100, n plus d square idea itself is enough. Squaring numbers near to 50, 25 plus d comma d square was the best idea. But when the 200 or 300, what to do, that is what we are discussing now with this idea itself. So listen very carefully. For example, if it is 307 square, that is where this method will help you a lot. 307 square is near to 300. Compensation is what? 7 square is a compensation. Now this 314 into 3 is not a difficult multiplication at all. 300 into 3 is 900. 314 into 3 is 900 plus 14 into 3 is 42. So it is 94200 plus 49. Plus 49 means you can just write a 49 there. Are you all understanding this? I will give you more and more practice so that you get better and better with this method. Is it clear to all of you how we found 307 square? Okay, there is a small voice lag, I guess. So I think all of you understood. You can post it in the chat when you hear this. Okay, so now let's go for more examples like this. If it is 495 square or 496 square, 496 square, how to do it? Listen very carefully. 496 is near to 500. 496 square means 496 into 496. So you make it 500 by adding a 4. 500 into, and you subtract 4 because you added 4. Next number you subtract 4. So 500 into 492 plus 4 you added, 4 you subtracted. So 4 square you have to give us compensation. 4 square you have to give us compensation. That means 500 into 492 plus 4 square. Now you may be thinking that is a big multiplication. Not at all. 500 is what? Half of 1000. Na? So 492 into 1000 is 492,000. So 492 into 500 will be half of 492,000. 500 half is 250. So 492 half is 250 minus 4. 246. Yeah, there you have to know some multiplication techniques which I have taught in the plus courses. I will try to give those kinds of ideas in the upcoming classes, how to multiply faster. Anyway, you will get 24600 plus 16. 24600 plus 16 is what? 24616 will be the answer. This is not an approximate value, this is the exact value. Yes, Akash, very good, considering only 3 and then exactly, Richa, exactly. Very good, very good. Many of you are getting. So 496 square looks like a very tough multiplication to do, but in this method it is very fast. Much faster than the normal method, that is what I am saying. So now, if it is for decimals, let's go for example, let's take a geometry problem. You have to multiply pi into pi. Just imagine there is a scenario where you have to multiply pi into pi. Pi into pi means pi square you have to find. Na? Pi square you have to find. How to find pi square with this method, that is what we are discussing now. So pi in 1/4 the whole square we have to find. 3.14 the whole square if you want means you just find 314 square first and then shift the decimals. That's the best thing to do. 314 square, how to do it? 314 square by this idea, it is 300 into 328 plus 14 square. 300 into 328 plus 14 square, because you add a 14, subtract a 14. Sorry, subtract a 14, then add a 14. Now you may be asking, why can't you subtract a 4 instead of 14? Because 310 is more closer. Then that multiplication will be more tougher. That is why I didn't do that. This method, what is the base you want to take is totally your freedom. You can take any distance. Sometimes bigger distance may be better. Taking 14 distance is better than taking 4 distance. If you take 4 distance also, you will get the same answer. So 300 into 328. Okay, yeah, in the previous question I think I missed a zero in between, sorry. In the previous question it was 246,016, yeah, one more zero was there, you are right, it is 246016 itself. I missed to write that zero, it is there, 246,000 plus 16, so 246016 itself, you are right, very good. So 300 into 328, how to do? 328 into 3 you do, 300 into 3 is 900, 28 into 3 is 84. You can do that multiplication in your head itself like that. 300 into 3 900, 28 into 3 84. Or just do 300 into 3, 20 into 3, 8 into 3, add it up. Left to right multiplication instead of right to left multiplication. I will give you a lecture about that in another class. So 328 into 3 is 98400. Plus 14 square. Now 14 square, if you directly know it is 196, write it down. If you don't know, one second, if you don't know, what you can do is you can use the technique we learned last class, how to find 14 square using near to 10 method. Near to 10 method itself is fine, or using this method itself you can find 14 square, because 14 square is nothing but 10 into 18 plus 4 square itself. That way you can find, or using the last class idea that 14 square is nothing but 14 plus 4 comma 4 square 16, but this 1 should be taken to the next step, that is 196 will be the value. That, as I told, please be clear about whatever we learned in last class, that will be helpful here also. So we understood that 98400 plus 196 will be the answer, that is 984 plus 196. 984 plus means 985, 96 will be the answer. That is what 314 square, but what we want 3.14 square now. So now only remaining thing is shifting of decimals. 3 square is 9 now, that is an easy way to shift decimals. Yeah, let me tell you that how to shift decimals fast. That again, those are another topic anyway, we will discuss it now itself. Once you got 314 square is 98596, we want 3.14 square. In school days, some of you may have learned that 2 decimal point here means in squares there will be 4 decimal point. That is a totally good idea, but in some questions that also can confuse you, especially when 10 raised to powers are higher. So the easy thing to do here is, you just think an estimate. 3.14 square means it is little more than 3 square. Now 3 square is 9. So 3.14 square will be 9 point something. So the decimal place should definitely be in between this 9 and 8, not after 98, because 3 square is in the range of 9 now. Yes Akash, you can do, that is called Mendel multiplication from left to right. Did you all understood 3.14 square, how to find it fast in your head itself? In your head means one step is enough to finish. All of you understood it, I guess. Now any particular examples you want to try, we will discuss that. Definitely when the digits get bigger, the multiplication that is needed will be a little more bigger also. But there also it will be better than your traditional multiplication method of squaring. That is what I can say here. So I will give you one more example to try. Can you find 598 square? 598 square with this method. All of you try it. 598 square with this method. I think all of you tried, so I will start explaining. 598 square. Actually, you can relate it to 600 and do it. That is one method. But I will tell you how to improvise the method by using the previous class idea. So 598 square, by today's idea, this is how you can do. 500 into, you subtract a 98 if you want to relate it to 500, because 500 relation is easy to do. That is why I am doing like 500 into 98 you subtract it. So 98 you add up. 98 you add up means 598 plus 98, that is 696 now. So subtracted 98, added 98 plus 98 the whole square. Now you may be thinking that is a very bigger multiplication, and no, this is easier because 500 into 696 is easy to do in the head. 696 into 500, 696 into 1000 is what? 696,000. So 696 into 500 will be 648,000. 648,000. Sorry, 348,000. 348,000. Because 696 half 348,000. 698 into 1000 we did first, and half of it will be into 500. So it is 348,000. Plus 98 square, it is very easy to find 98 square using the other idea we learned in previous class. 98 minus 2, comma minus 2 the whole square, and minus 2 square should be written as a 2-digit number. Now look at it, 98 minus 2, 96 square is 04. Now adding these two is not a difficult task at all. So the final answer for this question is 348,000 plus 9,000. 48 plus 9,000 means 357,000. 357,604 is the exact answer. 357,604. Did you all understood how this method works? 357,604 is the answer here. Now some of you may have done 600 into 596 plus 2 square. That is also totally okay. No, it is not 596, it is 696 itself, because you subtracted 98, so you add back 98. Richa, 600 multiplication, it will take more time to multiply with 6. That is why I don't use it. I will explain that also. As I told, that is also totally correct. But which perspective you feel it is easier, you can do that. If you know how to multiply with 500 faster, that may be better. Anyway, the other method also we just will try once. If it is 598 square, thinking it like 600 added to, subtracted to 596. 600 into 596 plus 2 square. Yeah, this 2 square is smaller, but the problem is 596 into 6 may take a little more time. There also there are shortcuts. Yes, Adya, that is what I am saying. That is also possible. That is what I am explaining now. 596 into 6, how to do? 600 into 6 is 3600. 600 into 6, sorry. 600 into 6 is 3600. Now 596 into 6 will be 3600 minus 4 into 6. Yeah, that I haven't started. That is why today's class is on squaring. So division and other topics will be discussing on another class. Please watch the title of the lecture, and we are discussing squaring, and today we will discuss only squaring. Multiplication, division we will discuss on another class, don't worry. So anyway, 596 into 6. 600 into 6 is 3600. 596 into 6 is 3600 minus 24. That is 3576. Again, that multiplication shortcuts in another class we will discuss in detail. So 357600 will be there. Plus 2 square. Plus 2 square means plus 4. So once you know this multiplication faster, this is also okay. That is what I can say. So that is 004 you will get. That will be the value. I think, sorry, 10 I have extra put, this 04. So 357604 will be the answer. Yes, Akash, you can do like that. I just explained that only. So did you all understood this much? And this is not the end of squaring. Actually, squaring, there is one more better method, but that better method needs this method, or some basics of squaring is needed. That is why I haven't started it. If you people are interested, I will take one more lecture on that squaring technique, that is called duplex method of squaring. Duplex method of squaring. There you should understand what is duplex. What is duplex of a number? Using duplex, that is very similar to a Vedic multiplication itself. So that we will discuss if possible in the next Sunday. Every Sunday we will have, for the last 2-3 weeks we have started this Vedic math or speed math things that is needed for your subject, needed for your daily life, needed for any competitive exam you are preparing for also. I hope all of you are liking this lecture. If so, please share this video to all your friends who want to learn these kinds of techniques, and invite them to the daily free classes that I am conducting. Hope you all like this video. For more videos and update on the upcoming free classes, you can be part of a WhatsApp group and Telegram group. To be part of the WhatsApp group, you can just text to this number, and to be part of the Telegram group and Telegram channel, you can just search Christy's classes in Telegram. In the Telegram group, daily live free quizzes happen at 9 p.m. on General Aptitude. You can be part of that quiz also. And if you want live free classes for General Aptitude, you can download Unacademy mobile application and search this profile Christy Varghese, and you can see 300 plus pre-recorded videos, and upcoming daily live classes happen at 11 a.m. Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. free classes happen in this profile. So you're welcome to attend this free classes also, and more YouTube video details are given here. And these are the details of the full courses or the paid courses in Unacademy platform, which you can get by taking Unacademy Plus subscription with the referral code CC10. Hope to see you in the upcoming video. Thank you.